team. Cowboys. And who I'm rolling with, huh?
Good day to everyone. Welcome to another episode of Classic Dallas Cowboys Talk. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Jason Witten was probably one of the best tight ends we've had in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, okay? And when Jay Novacek retired after a career-ending back injury in 1996, we really didn't have that star tight end until we found Jason Witten in 2003. It took him a few years. It took Witten about maybe 1 or 2 years to really become a star, but never missed a game in his entire career. Durable, consistent, just like Emmitt Smith for those 13 years running the football for us. And I would have loved to see Jason Witten and Emmitt Smith play together. Okay, I would love to see Jason Witten and Emmitt Smith play together. Now, he did play with Darren Woodson. Yeah, he did play with Darren Woodson. Okay, and when I think about it, Darren Woodson is the only Cowboy to have played for Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Shane Gailey, Dave Campbell, and Bill Parcells. The only Cowboy to do that, okay? Nonetheless, back to Witten, okay? So, in 2008, Witten is clearly the established guy. Our 2008 draft class included Mike Jenkins, Orlando Scandrick, and we had a tight end by the name of Martellus Bennett. Okay? Martellus Bennett. Okay? And so, Martellus Bennett was clearly going to be behind Jason Witten. Okay? And, apparently, Terrell Owens wasn't the only one who had issues with Jason Witten and Tony Romo. Okay, Martellus Bennett had issues with Jason Witten, and I think he had more issues with Tony Romo than he did Jason Witten. Okay, because he badmouthed Tony Romo on his way out in 2012. Okay. There it goes, okay? The dynamic between Martellus Bennett and Tony Romo was defined by their tumultuous 4 years as teammates, 2008 through 2011. Drafted as Jason Witten's backup, Bennett grew frustrated with his limited role and Romo's target preference for Witten. This friction eventually led Bennett making highly critical comments about Romo after leaving the Cowboys. Bennett's role in Dallas was largely that of an inline blocker and secondary tight end behind Jason Witten. During those 4 years, Bennett caught 85 passes for 746 yards and just 4 touchdowns. He famously likened his time in Dallas to being the second hand in the relationship or somebody who is dating 2 women who has to take a back seat. Like I said, he took a shot at Tony Romo out the door, okay? Bennett found his footing in the NFL after leaving the Cowboys in free agency to join the New York Giants in 2012. Playing with quarterback Eli Manning, Bennett was quick to compare his new situation favorably. I think Romo is a great quarterback. And I think he's done some great things for the Cowboys. But I just think his relationship with Witten It's one of those special things they were able to build. Being here, I've just been trying to build the same thing. Things escalated when Bennett made comments implying that Romo wasn't on the same level as Manning. It continues, suggesting that Manning was better at spreading the ball to whoever was open than playing favorites. In the 2017 NFL Network interview, Bennett went as far as ranking Romo as the worst quarterback he had played with. So, I'm curious. How are you going to rate Tony Romo as the worst quarterback that you've ever played with and you never saw the field? I'm just saying. Okay? Man, I'm just saying. How you going to rate Tony Romo as the worst quarterback you ever played with and you never truly saw the field? Okay? 74 catches, 746 yards, and 4 touchdowns? Nah. Miss me with that. I think Martellus Bennett was immature in his time in Dallas. Okay. And I think he was somewhat bitter about Tony Romo's relationship with Jason Witten. Okay. And I remember Martellus Bennett saying that when he came to the Cowboys, everybody was telling him, do it like Witten, do it like Witten, do it like Witten, okay? Yeah, so I think Martellus Bennett was just immature in his time in Dallas. Probably had some attitude issues too. Like Uncle Charlton, attitude issues. Okay. So yeah, I think Martellus Bennett was just immature in his time with the Dallas, and I just think he was jealous that he couldn't develop that same connection with Romo like he had with Witten. Okay. And so, as a matter of fact, let me see. Oh, it doesn't have the exact quotes. Okay. All right. Yeah, but anyway, I think Martellus Bennett was just immature in his time in Dallas, and he never really became who he really wanted to be. Okay. So everybody knows Dan Campbell's head coach of the Detroit Lions, right? But once upon a time, he was a tight end with the Dallas Cowboys, okay? Yeah, he was a tight end with the Dallas Cowboys. And, hold on. Yeah. So, he tight end with the Dallas Cowboys, played under Bill Parcells, okay? And I remember one game, we were playing the Kansas City Chiefs in 2005 at Texas Stadium, okay? And Larry Johnson he was in the midst of this incredible run of racking up running yardage. I remember Larry Johnson, he had a good game. Larry Johnson had a good game against us. And but we stayed in it. I remember Scott Fujita forced a fumble of Trent Green. That was one of the big plays of the game. The game came down to the wire. And so the game came down to the wire. Cowboys are driving down. And this is what happened.
They're coming into the mix and leading to this. Barber, the tailback. Bledsoe fakes, threes, hits, Cowboys take the lead. It's Dan Campbell with only his third catch of the entire season. Lead change. And now Cundiff to make it 3. A 3-point lead. It is at 31-28. It's a good call to the Dallas Cowboys. When you get in a situation like this, everybody's expecting run. Do you have the courage to throw it? The Cowboys do. The Kansas City Chiefs defense sails out to stop the runner. And you watch the replay. Well, the Dallas offense knows they're going to throw it, so they're not trying to knock them back. And Dan Campbell uncovered for the touchdown. The Cowboys when they had to. 14-play drive in 3.5 minutes. Parcells sees it open. And it reaches for the sky with the touchdown. Cunningham furious. 2 seconds now. Dante Hall is back deep. Still.
I hope to God.
Yeah. So so Dan Campbell was the hero of the game. Ironically enough, the Chiefs came down and made a couple of big plays. And it came down to a field goal to send the game into overtime. But can't remember the kicker for the Chiefs, but he missed it. He missed the kick. And I was so happy because that ruined a great day for Larry Johnson, okay? That ruined a pretty good day for Larry Johnson. And so, yeah, I was beyond happy when that kick was missed, okay? So, yeah, so, all right. That's it. That's all for Classic Cowboys Talk. I am Sean Farrell. I am out of here. May God bless you all. Peace.
Who?
Cowboys.
What's my blue and gray team?
Cowboys.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My Cowboys.
Steelers better get it right. Giants better get it right. Who?
Cowboys.
What's my blue and gray team?
Cowboys.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My Cowboys.
Eagles better get it right. Skins better get it right.